Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel and welcome to this video discussion about the newest Battle Sister. And I gotta say, they look incredible. So let's go ahead and just pop on over and take a look. So, yeah, she looks amazing. Take the fight to the heretics with the elite melee specialist of the Adeptus sororitas, the Battle Sisters Bulletin. Sisters of Battle are quickly becoming one of, if not the best, melee army in 40k. And it's really weird, with our Repentia having a max of 10 attacks apiece, depending on the order. And the way you do this is you take a Preacher, you take the Triumph of St. Catherine, you take an Magifier, and then they have a base 2 attacks, and then you attack twice with them because of a stratagem, and all being at strength 7 at this point, up to strength 8 maybe, and it can be crazy, okay? Repentia are terrifying. And Xeraphim now at strength 4 up to strength 5, depending, with I think 3 to 4 attacks apiece. Actually, I think it's 5 attacks apiece as well, if you do the same combination. Sisters of Battle have a crazy number of attacks. Hell, our base Battle Sisters can fight really well, though they are hitting on 4s, and they can hit like a truck. Bloody Rose is quickly becoming the order to go to, because literally you can punch everything to death in 40k with enough attacks. I think a 15-woman squad can get a max of like 90 or so attacks. Might not be that many. It's 1 attack apiece plus 3, so 4 attacks apiece. So that's 60 attacks from a 15-woman squad, which can be crazy. And the combination is you take the Triumph of St. Catherine, a Preacher, you take a Magifier with the 2 tails, and yeah, it's insane. That's right, folks. The Battle Sister Bulletins are back. Oh, okay. And you can see the other ones, which builds up to the blah, 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 blah. The new division of the Celestians. So it's really cool that the Celestians are actually becoming their own unit. The fighting elite of the order, known as the Celestian Sacresants? I think that's Sacresants. Like their Celestian sisters, the Sacresants traditionally act as bodyguards for the heads of their order, but they're also tasked with another holy duty, purging the impure and driving them from the sites of the sacred significance on the battlefield. Holy cow, these are tongue twisters. So these are called Sacresants, which is really, 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 really badass. I love the fact that they wield a child's coffin as a shield with a bolt gun attached to it. They have a giant poleaxe, which is one of my favorite weapons and one of the best weapons out of the medieval period. So they're more than likely looking at a 4-up save with a 2+ armor save because of the storm shield. I'm going to assume that this is either equivalent to a combat shield because of the weapon, which would still give them a 2+ save, or it's equivalent to that of a storm shield with a bolter attached to it. So they might have a 4-up regardless and not need the benefits from their commanders. Also, they actually look good. Like, the last sister we got was terrible looking. The one before that was terrible looking. So it's finally cool to see a sister that actually looks really, really, really cool. Now, somebody did point this out in my Discord. This is already a weapon combination that existed in a medieval time period. So, granted, the sword and spear make more, the shield and spear make a bit more sense, but poleaxes. Okay. Cool shield, check. Massive heretic smiting weapon, check. Excellent. What's more, the Adeptus sororitas finally have a heavily armored close combat unit with some serious staying power. The Celestian Sacresants will certainly look great in your collection as they will stand apart from the crowd. This is actually true. You put a bunch of these around any of your characters, they're not going to die. Although getting transferred like mortal wounds to them and only being 1 wound apiece is going to hurt them. But even still. The last thing is those who picked up Piety and Pain box may have noticed that the point and power rating for the Palatine were not in the rulebook you got. They are set to appear in future publications. But until then, we got the blah, 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 blah. So we finally got her stat sheet. So this is really cool for the Palatine. 6-inch movement, I already predicted that. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 2+, I already predicted that. Strength toughness of 3, I was right on that. Wounds of 4. I pretty much called this entire stat sheet except for the leadership. I think the leadership that I was thinking is 9. So what do we got? 45 points plus 5 points for a plasma pistol. I would never give her a plasma pistol. Kind of knows when she's got other duties to attend, namely crushing skulls in the Emperor's name. Okay, so now predictions about this unit. 1, it's going to have weapon and ballistic skill 3+, very similar to the Celestians of nowadays. It's going to have attacks 2, is my guess. Movement of 6, wounds of 1, leadership of 8, and 3+ save. The shield itself is going to give +1 save and a 5-up invo. And the reason I say that is because they're going to be affected by all the aura abilities. So they're going to have a 4-up regardless. The axe, I'm thinking to make this thing stand apart, it's going to be +2 strength. So strength 5, AP -2, 2 damage. That's my theory for this weapon. It would make sense as the Repentia are pretty much our guaranteed close combat units with a 4-up invulnerable save. And the way that you do that is you have Celestine, Junith, Palatine with the abilities, or a Kenaness with Indomitable Belief, I think it is, which +1s to everyone's invulnerable save next to them. And the way that you give them the 4-up is you keep 2 of those characters next to them at all times, so that way they have a 4+. I can talk, I swear. They probably have the ability on a 2+, you pass a wound over to them, but it counts as a mortal wound, which will kill a sister. They could probably go up to a squad size of 10, and they could probably have an Imagifier in there as well. That would be my guess. Although seeing a sister of battle wielding a giant poleaxe and a Imagifier would be really amusing. So I think she has to lose her axe to get the Imagifier. Probably Armorium, not Armorium cherubs, the cherubs in the unit. So yeah, those are my predictions for this unit. And with 10 in the unit, if you are rocking Bloody Rose, hell, if you're rocking Martyred Lady or even Ebon Chalice, these girls are going to be insane. Because if you get the Imagifier with the -1 ability, and then you plus it with the other -1 ability, you can actually have these girls walking around with a 2+ 4-up invo the entire game, and your opponent would hate you for it. In fact, they'd probably start targeting your characters out of spite, just so that you take mortal wounds. So it'd be interesting to see what they have going for them in the future. Personally, I think that this model looks amazing, and it is Martyred Lady, and I do love the fact that it's a black cloth with the red interior. I've always liked that. And the axe looks incredible. The pole axe. So the Palatine's going to reroll ones, we know that. But overall, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, subscribe to this video. Be sure to check it out, and check out all the links in the description down below. You can follow me on Patreon. Patreon goes a long way to helping out the channel. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.